Upselling tips for maximum profits. Today I want to talk about upselling, what it actually is, why it matters, and how it can be used properly without making you feel awkward, greedy, or like you're pushing people into buying things they don't need. Upselling often gets a negative reaction because it's usually talked about in terms of money and numbers instead of outcomes and completion of a task. When the focus is placed on helping someone finish what they started and avoid common problems to get a better result from their original purchase, upselling feels more practical and people are more likely to accept it. If you present this way, an upsell becomes a form of support rather than an extra offer. This makes it feel useful, relevant, and aligned with what the buyer is trying to achieve. The truth is, upselling done properly is about helping someone finish what they started, get the result they actually want, and avoid frustration later on. When it's done with that mindset, it makes sense for the buyer and also makes sense for you as the creator, because helping people more thoroughly usually leads to better results, better feedback, and yes, more money in the long run. Upselling is especially important if you create digital products, whether that's ebooks, courses, templates, or other educational resources, because most people don't just want information, they want an outcome. They want to complete something, they want to build something, or they want to move closer to a goal they already have in mind. If your main product only gets them part of the way there, and you know that from experience, then offering something extra that genuinely helps them move forward is not a bad thing. It's often the most responsible thing you can do as a creator.
Hey guys, Henry here from Product Creation Formula. Here at Product Creation Formula, we love to give you tips and tricks to be able to help you create your products quickly and easily. Along with that, we do product reviews as well as tips on how to make money online. If that sounds interesting to you, how about you smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can be notified when we upload more videos. Okay guys, let's go check it out.
Number 1, what upselling actually is and why it matters. Upselling is simply offering something additional that complements what someone has already decided to buy, and the important part here is that they have already made a decision. You're helping them complete the task they already committed to. Upselling matters because most products on their own don't cover every single detail required to get from start to finish, especially when we're talking about learning something new or creating something from scratch. When you understand that upselling stops being about money and starts being about outcomes first, which makes everything else feel more natural. A lot of people online talk about upselling as if it's some advanced marketing trick, but in reality, it's something people experience every day in normal life. When it's done properly, it feels like guidance, not selling. That's why it works so well when it's honest and based on real experience rather than theory.
Number 2, the hardware store example and helping people finish the job. I used to work in a hardware store in the plumbing department, and one of the most common things people would come in for was a toilet. They'd pick the toilet they wanted, and that part was easy. But what often got overlooked were the extra items needed to actually install it properly. When someone bought a toilet, I would usually ask if they already had a pan collar and the correct concrete screws with the plastic sleeves that allow the screws to tighten properly into concrete. I would also ask if they had a flexible water supply hose to connect the toilet to the water supply and the cistern. I didn't do that to push extra items onto them. I did it because without those things, there was a good chance the job would stop halfway through and they'd either have to come back frustrated or try to improvise something that didn't work properly. That's upselling in its simplest form. The main product was the toilet, but the extra items were what allowed the person to actually complete the task they set out to do. Most people appreciated it because it saved them time, effort, and frustration, and they left knowing they had everything they needed. That's the key point I want you to take away from this. Upselling is about helping the person get everything they need to fulfill the task they already chose to take on. When you approach it that way, it takes away the pushiness and feels helpful and practical. Number 3, applying the same thinking to digital products. The exact same principle applies when you're creating and selling digital products. Let's say you create an ebook that teaches someone how to build their first online product. The ebook might explain the concepts clearly. It might walk them through planning, structure, and strategy. But for many people, reading alone isn't enough. Some people learn better by watching, some people need examples, and some people need a bit more guidance when it comes to execution. In that situation, offering a video course as an upsell makes sense because it gives them another way to absorb the information and see how things fit together. You're offering an additional format that helps them move forward more confidently. From there, you might also offer something that shows them how to create videos and edit them, especially if video is part of the process they're trying to learn. That's offering help before they hit that wall. Number 4, adding resources that support the goal. Another powerful form of upselling in the product creation space is offering resources that support the main goal. If someone buys an ebook about creating online products, they're often going to need tools, templates, checklists, or examples to make the process smoother. Offering those resources as an upsell gives them a shortcut, and shortcuts are something most people appreciate when they're trying to learn something new. For example, you might include editable templates that help them structure their product, checklists that make sure they don't miss important steps, or guides that explain common mistakes and how to avoid them. These additions enhance the main product. They reduce confusion, reduce overwhelm, and increase the chances that the buyer actually finishes what they started, which is the real win for everyone involved. Number 5, making sure upsells don't feel greedy. One of the biggest concerns people have about upselling is the fear of coming across as greedy or pushy. The way you avoid that is by being clear about what the upsell is for and who it's for. An upsell should always be optional, and it should always be positioned as additional help, not a requirement. The buyer should feel like they're being offered something useful, not told that they made a mistake by buying the main product. When you explain upsells properly, you're saying, this is here if you want extra support, extra speed, or extra clarity. You're also being honest that not everyone will need it, and that's fine. That honesty builds trust, and trust is what keeps people coming back to buy from you again later. Number 6, helping people work towards a goal or dream. A lot of people who buy digital products are doing so because they have a goal in mind. They might want to create their first product, build an online income stream, or simply learn a new skill that gives them more options in the future. When you frame upsells as tools that help them move closer to that goal, rather than as extra purchases, it changes how they're perceived. For example, if someone buys a course on creating an ebook, an upsell that shows them how to create that ebook is directly aligned with their goal. It expands what they can do with the work they've already put in. That's helpful, practical, and motivating without needing hype or pressure. Number 7, other online examples within product creation. Another common example in product creation is offering guidance on promotion after the product has been created. Someone might successfully finish an ebook or course, but then feel stuck on what to do next. An upsell that explains simple ways to share and promote their product, build an email list, create a website, or even produce basic supporting material can be extremely valuable at that stage. Again, the key is that the upsell matches where they are in the process and helps them keep moving forward rather than leaving them stuck at the finish line with no next step. You can also offer ongoing resources, such as updates, additional lessons, or access to new material as it's created. These types of upsells appeal to people who want continued support and don't want to feel like they're on their own once the initial product is finished. Creating a membership site for this type of thing is a powerful way to create a consistent and reliable income as well. Number 8, why upselling also benefits you. While the focus should always be on helping the buyer, it's also fair to acknowledge that upselling benefits you as the creator. When you offer relevant upsells, you increase the value of each customer, which means you don't have to rely as heavily on constantly finding new buyers. That takes pressure off you, gives you more room to improve your products, and allows you to spend more time creating useful material rather than constantly chasing traffic and new buyers. The important thing to remember is that making more money is a byproduct of helping people more thoroughly. When people get better results, they're more likely to trust you, recommend you, and come back for future products. That creates a healthier and more sustainable business over time. Number 9, the buyer always has the final choice. No matter how well you design your upsells, the final decision always belongs to the buyer. That's how it should be. Your job is to present the option clearly, explain what it's for, and let them decide whether it makes sense for their situation. Some people will say yes, some people will say no, and both are fine. The goal isn't to convert everyone, it's to serve the people who want extra help. When you respect the buyer's choice, upselling becomes part of a normal and honest buying process rather than something that feels uncomfortable or forced. Number 10, bringing it all together. Upselling doesn't need to be complicated, aggressive, or awkward. At its core, it's about making sure people have what they need to complete the task they've already chosen to take on. Whether that's installing a toilet or creating an online product, the principle is the same. When you focus on helping people finish what they started, upsells become a natural extension of your main product rather than an afterthought or a cash grab. If you approach upselling from a place of experience, honesty, and genuine support, it benefits everyone involved. The buyer gets better results, and you build a stronger, more sustainable business over time. If you got some value out of this video, how about you smash the like button, as well as subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified when we upload more videos. Hey, while you're at it, why not share? And also leave a comment down below and let me know what kind of upsells you found genuinely helpful when buying online products. Just so you know, on the top left-hand side of the screen, you'll see a video that I believe you might like. Below that is a video YouTube thinks you might like. And if you look on the right side of the screen, you'll see an image of my head. Now, if you click on that, you'll be able to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.